Safety fell off. Oh, it's like totally just gonna fall out. All right, let's try it. Oh God. Whew. Okay. Luke is a gun guy, but he's moving to a state that has bad gun laws, restrictive gun laws. So what do you do and how do you adjust your guns? Well, he sent us this one. Today, we're gonna make a legal New York AR-15. Luke, believe it or not, I just shot this gun on the range. And I think it'll be a fun challenge for us, so we're gonna have this gun on this episode of Build Box.
All right, it's New York Ugly.
So tell me about this gun. When did you buy it? How long have you had it? What do you use it for?
It's a Ruger SR556. I really like it. It's just a lot of fun to shoot. And on top of that, my oldest son really likes to shoot it. The first time he shot it, I had 3 rounds in it, and he was, I don't know, he's 11 now, and he was probably 7 then. And he just turned with such a big smile and asked, "Can I shoot it again?"
So was this a New York compliant gun that you purchased, or did you have to do some aftermarket things?
We had to New York it up. They don't like the pistol grip because that's too safe, so they want you to put it like a spur on it or put like a thumb blocker on there. Your muzzle device has to be pin and welded, regardless of anything, because we're not allowed to have things like suppressors, because why would we want to shoot quietly? You can only have a certain kind of combination of things to go on. Otherwise, you have to register it.
Do you have something in mind? What would you be interested in seeing us do?
You know, I'm not a picky guy. I like, you know, it's kind of a test your thing. Can you handle New York Ugly and make it New York functional as well and keep those things together? I'm really hoping it comes back with a chainsaw mount to it.
Hey, back off, man. You know how Ryan feels about people peeking in on the secret build?
Man, I don't want to get fired again.
Whew, that sounds like a lot.
Son, all right, how is the giveaway gun going?
Dude, it's going awesome. Like, Brownell sent more than enough to finish a great gun that any guy or gal would be happy to have in their safe.
Big giveaway this season, buildboxtv.com. All right, I had to get that in there. All right, jeez, Pitchman. All right, so you ready? You ready? All right, here we go.
What a piece of crap.
All right, here's
You had
the deal.
me to right here.
Look, believe it or not, I just shot that gun, just like that.
It
on
went
the
bang,
range.
huh?
It went bang. We did lose the safety, that fell out. Maybe that's
Hey, why is
not
there tape
ideal.
on it?
Yeah, that's because we lost the safety. So here's the deal. Luke is moving to New York State. Obviously, New York, not the best place for gun owners. He's a gun guy. So he has to change this to be a New York legal AR.
Okay, so like a state like New York, they go, you can have a couple different options, featureless or fully featured.
Yep.
Both
What
of
are we
them
gonna do
suck.
with this one?
This one will be full featured, so you're allowed to have the collapsible stock, the grip, but you have, and a muzzle device, but you have to have a pinned magazine.
We got to pin the mag, and it can only
So that's what
hold
we're doing
10.
with this one?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
what we're doing with this one.
Awesome. And this is gonna be a free state gun.
And that's just a regular AR for people who live
What
in free
about
states.
all this other stuff in here?
I know, you're noticing other things, right? So here's the deal. I think we should also build a featureless gun so everybody here can see what that looks like.
I think it's a good idea.
New York
I mean,
legal, and we'll give that one away too.
So
All
now
right.
we're building 3 guns.
Yes, we
But
are.
we're giving 2 away.
Well, we're giving 2 away, but that's like,
Well-
that's a lot to do.
We meaning
What is we?
you two.
What- Who's we?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to my buddy Todd's and get his
No,
help.
he's going to Todd's.
Yeah, we all get a turn. All right.
Ooh, New York compliant stock. We're gonna need it. None of this.
It looks like it's almost built for you, but I'm gonna get to work on this because I've got a little ways to go.
No threads.
That is stupid.
Oh my gosh, here's the stock. KJ, look.
Oh.
It's just like, just like shooting a rifle.
It's almost like a real gun.
Oh, at least it's got some cool parts in here. And it's gonna be interesting. Ooh, plenty of 10-round mags.
Build Box, brought to you by XS Sights, Range Ready, and Wheeler.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Rick, thanks for coming.
What you up to?
Well, working on this New York gun. I'm converting this regular AR. Can't have this anymore. Can't have pistol grip. Can't have the vertical grip, and I definitely can't have a threaded barrel. So I've already disassembled this.
All of the bad stuff.
Yeah, I know, it's so evil. So I got the non-threaded barrel, that's already mounted up. We got the barrel nut for the handguard, so that's good. Oh my gosh, everything's black, so it's hard to tell what you're looking at. So we're gonna pull the pistol grip off. Have you ever installed one of these?
I have only a couple times. I'm from Idaho, so I don't get the California or New York compliant guns very often.
Well, I am gonna take this off and then I'm gonna let you install it.
Sure.
You can do that and work on that stock, and then we'll tighten that up. We're gonna leave all those spacers in because we don't know who's gonna get this gun.
Yep. And another important tip that I have, we don't have any, actually we do have some gun grease over there. Do you mind passing me that gun grease? Yeah, and so what I try to do on these springs that like to run off is just put a little bit dab of oil or grease on there, and if you have a heavier grease,
In place.
yeah, if you have a heavier grease, it's a little bit better, but you can stick that in there, it'll hold it in place so you're
I'll
not
tell you
losing
what,
it.
since that's gonna be in the way, let me get this buffer tube started
Okay.
first, because we got these opposing Chicago screws here, and you know how they can be. So I'm gonna put that in there, because that's gonna go over that tube.
Okay.
All right, that's on. Now that should be ready to go.
All right, we'll get it on there.
Have at it.
All right, let's talk a little bit about gun grease versus gun oil. When would you use both of these? Gun grease would be more used on the high friction areas, something that's seeing a lot of wear and tear. And gun oil is just your basic protectant of all the metal components on the system. And when you want to use one versus the other also depends on your weather conditions and your environment that you're shooting in. Is it gonna be dusty? Is there gonna be debris getting caught in this material? And you also have to think about cold weather versus hot weather. Any oil or lubricant that you use is going to get thicker as the weather conditions get colder. So definitely keep that in mind, or else your gun could experience getting seized up. Woo. All right, that's finished up.
Cool stuff. Let's snap this on, see how it fits.
Hey, looks like you guys are pretty dang close to where I'm at, and I've got a couple of questions for Rick. So,
Good, but he needs to put that handguard on.
well, he can put the handguard on, but my question is about handguards and torque specs within those handguards. So I'm gonna be putting on a little bit different one, but are all torque specs the same, or how do you gauge on how tight to tighten your bolts down?
Well, I think the important thing to remember is when you're working with handguards, you're working with different materials, right? You're working with polymers, you're working with aluminum. So I would follow the manufacturer's recommended torque specs.
All right. And my other question, because this is a tough one, is what about tight handguards? Because this one's real tight. So is there a secret trick to doing this?
So I would go with a rubber mallet or a polymer mallet.
I've got one back here. Okay. Perfect. All right. So do that.
And I'm gonna put a little lube on this because that is dangerous.
You couldn't do it from over there?
I'm
You get in
sorry.
my way. I've got to put this handguard on.
It looks like you guys got everything handled. I'm gonna see myself out and you guys take care
Perfect.
of the rest of it.
Thanks for your help, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one. See ya.
This looks actually pretty cool.
Dude, that's interesting about the handguard because I always go back to because I never knew the answer. I never knew that answer of, yeah, just stick within the manufacturer specs and you'll be good.
Yeah, when in doubt, read the directions.
Today we're working on Luke's gun, and it is a New York compliant gun. And it kind of points out the fact that gun laws are different state to state. And there are states with more restrictive gun laws. And you may be saying, well, I don't live in one of those states, I don't care. Well, you do care because when you travel, and if you're going through those states, those laws apply to you. So you have to make sure you're familiar with those laws. And if you're moving to that state, it's a whole thing because now you have to make adjustments on what you can or cannot take into the state and how you're going to handle that. So be familiar with your state laws and any state that you're traveling to or moving to.
I will say, for a compliant gun, that ain't half bad.
No, it's a great semi-automatic rifle.
I mean, it's a gun, right?
Yeah, it's still a gun.
Mine's better though, I will say that.
That is good.
The way this is turning out.
How's it going, guys?
What's up? What's under the sheet?
Got a little something here, a little something special.
You must have went to Todd.
Yeah, and he's been doing his magic. Chris, tell me about this gun.
So this is a compliant state type of gun. It has a Thordson stock. It has an unthreaded barrel, which is like finding one of these is not easy. I had to scour the internet. But then it has, you know, other cool things. I got the long Luth handguard.
Like
I've
that.
got XS flip-up sights, Meprolite, you know, a fiber optic dot system on it. The last thing that it has the 10-round magazines, but we coupled them together
How cool
with
is
another
that?
company I found online. So you got a quick reload for 10 and 10.
Wow, that's cool. Cross. Necessity is the mother of invention. Well, I will say this. For this being a featureless rifle, it has a lot of features.
Yeah, it's full featured.
Well, and I think the main point that we're kind of missing here is that when you don't have a lot of features to worry about, you start upgrading in certain areas.
Yeah.
I mean, your sights,
With the
you got the
Mepro.
XS sights,
Yeah.
the Aero Precision charging handle. Did you, here's my
B5.
question, did you upgrade the trigger? Can you upgrade the trigger?
Yeah, you absolutely could. I did not upgrade the trigger on this.
But you could. Okay.
You could.
Okay. Now, comparing this to that, when we talk about featureless, really there's three that we're mainly talking about, right? We're talking about an adjustable stock, doesn't have that.
Right, like this.
Pistol grip,
Pistol grip, it doesn't have that. And
Like
then
this.
it doesn't have a threaded barrel.
Like
no
this.
bayonet
Because
lugs.
those three things,
Yeah, no
Horrible.
bayonet lug.
because
Can't have your bayonet.
Yeah.
if you have a featureless gun, you can have the detachable magazine.
Yes, as long as
Okay.
it meets your
All right.
state's requirement.
All right. And you've got something completely different over
Well, the giveaway gun is going to be absolutely fantastic because I built it, but other things. But the Brownells BRN4 upper, I think, is a kind of a standout feature on this because it's modeled after an HK variant. It's a piston-driven gun, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's probably the 416.
Yeah, HK 416.
So-
very nice and very short package.
Yeah, this, for a home defense gun, this is going to be amazing. Especially like traveling across state lines or wherever you're going to hunt or move or whatever you're doing. This is a great little package. You got a Surefire War Comp up here, Streamlight, flashlight, and then EOTech optic on the
Nice.
front end, SB Tactical on the back end, and Chris's favorite feature is the Law Tactical folding stock.
I think it's kind of neat.
That is neat.
So,
well,
yeah.
travel friendly, right?
Well,
Travel
yeah, it's
friendly.
travel friendly, but having a Kung Fu grip on here, it's a little bit more vertical.
Okay.
So what that'll do for you really is in prone positions, if you have to lay down in prone or something, it's a little bit more ergonomic.
Okay,
So, yeah.
cool. So featureless gun, but here's the full featured gun. You ready to see it?
Oh,
Yeah.
ready.
All right, here we go.
Build Box, brought to you by Real Avid, Range Ready, and Aero Precision.
All right, you guys ready to see it?
I am.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. That is pretty.
Look at this. So, yeah, battle worn. I mean, guys who do Cerakote work like Todd, they're artists.
For sure.
The
This is
amount
amazing.
of detail that goes into this, I can see. I mean, obviously the muzzle device, the gas key, the
pins.
gas port.
And just wait, all the little accents that I'm gonna let you guys put together, because this is a featureless gun. This is a full featured gun. Somebody looks at it and goes, hey, it's an AR. Okay, you've got the muzzle device, you've got a pistol grip, you've got the adjustable stock. But in order to be able to have those features, Chris, what do you have to do?
Well, he's already got the first one done because that magazine is pinned. It's
Okay, riveted.
And
Yeah.
it's got a block in it. I can't get past. That's probably
10
I'm
rounds.
sure it's 10 rounds.
Still a
10
10 round mag, it just looks the part. So here's the other part. This is an AR fixed mag. This is kind of what makes this gun legal.
All right,
Okay, so he pins the mag in, and he has to top load it.
and he can have all these pretty
So
features.
if you're putting the takedown pins in, that's going to be a little bit cumbersome,
So I've got one other little part for you.
and that's where that comes in.
This is cool.
Yeah. So, and we left these red because they come red, and we thought, let's leave these parts that are essential for making this gun legal,
Yeah.
in case, you know, somebody sees him with this gun and goes, what the heck? No, these are the parts that make this legal in the state.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it.
Makes it for a little faster
A
reload.
little faster reload, because all you got to do is pinch those tabs.
Still got a stuff boat.
I know.
Top load it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So, a couple things left for you guys to do. I'll let you finish this out, and I'll meet you at the range.
Awesome.
I can't believe Todd couldn't complete this. It almost looks like a real gun.
Look.
So easy. All right, so the parcel we added will make it load a little bit faster. That's really what we're talking about, right?
That's right. We got
And
a
then-
30-round look with a 10-round mag.
God, that's so stupid. And a plug in there.
Del round
Pin
plug.
pin that magazine, right?
It's not coming out.
EOTechs, and then you got your 45-degree angle sights. Why do you do that?
They just look cool and they're functional.
Well, because we know in the Chris Cerino training school, shooting absolutely is the look, because you got to look cool, right?
Right, number one rule.
All right, perfect. You know who's looking cool?
Me.
No, Ryan on the range. Let's go.
All right.
Get. I can tell you what, at least it looks badass.
Oh, man. Heck yes. That is awesome.
It took a little
Look at
bit of
that.
finesse, but we got it done.
Man.
A little.
And the
That was
EOTech.
about probably the easiest one I've ever done. That's the easiest New York compliant gun I've ever done.
So
New York compliant.
You got to drop the bolt.
All right, drop the
Open it up.
bolt. Magazine is fixed in place so
Yep.
it can be a full featured gun. And then you pinch the, what's it called? Quick clips.
pins.
Quick
All right.
pins. Quick
Quick
pins.
pins.
You got it.
All right, and then it top loads.
Yeah, here you go. Rack it.
All right, let's see if we can hit anything with a 3-power magnifier. And guess what? What's New York called?
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple. So we got apples.
So that's our targets.
That's our targets.
Ooh, small targets.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got a magnifier.
yeah, me too.
Oh!
All right, next one.
Holy moly.
I
Got
like
it.
these little targets.
Like split it.
We'll show the Big Apple.
Oh yeah, that's it.
See that? Vaporized.
Got it now.
There we go.
Oh, you got it.
All right, now we've got the bigger targets.
The bigger apples?
Tell me you got tannerite in there.
Let me show you.
Yes.
Did you see how far they went?
That was applesauce.
You're gonna be feeding deer for weeks.
Yeah, come out here tomorrow.
I'll tell you what. Those apples really dampen those blasts. It's amazing. It's always fun to blow stuff up.
All right,
It's always fun.
Always.
one more.
All right.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. New York gun, looks cool, shoots great. I mean, how you like them apples?
Shakes me to the core.
Oh, jeez.
See what you did there.
Oh, jeez. All right, what do you think?
Awesome.
He's gonna love it.
He's gonna love it.
All right, Luke, I know you want to take a look. Go ahead and open it up.
Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Holy cow.
What do you think?
Something pretty darn special. Look at that. Fill the box special edition. Super duper awesome. Look. You guys outdid yourselves. Wow.